Hi, my name is Lisa Lambert. Thank you for giving me a couple minutes to talk to you about stewardship at Assumption. Assumption has been my spiritual home for 19 years. I baptized my kids here, my daughter was confirmed here a few years ago, and God willing, my son will be confirmed here this spring. And while these are important life events, I'm going to share with you the two experiences that made stewardship of Assumption important to me. The first was when I discovered Assumption, and the second was when I lost Assumption. I discovered Assumption on an otherwise terrible day. I'd been living in the neighborhood for 4 years, but had been attending Mass at St. Charles Borromeo. Embarrassingly, I didn't even realize that Assumption was here and was actually much closer to my apartment. That day was 9/11. My husband and I were working downtown, and like so many, we ran for our lives across the Brooklyn Bridge and out of Lower Manhattan. We spent the day dazed and confused and trying to make sense of it all. That evening, we drank a little bit too much wine at what is now the restaurant Bavaco on Henry Street. On our way home, we walked by Assumption, and the doors were open and the lights were on. We walked in and said a prayer, and I remember feeling so grateful for that port in a storm, for that opportunity to be in this welcoming and loving community. That was the day that Assumption became my church, my spiritual home. The day I lost Assumption was this past March, as the pandemic was closing in on us. My daughter and I went to the 10 a.m. Mass, the Mass that would turn out to be the last in-person Mass for many months. I remember Father Michael making the announcement, and I cried. I've missed Sunday Masses over the years, but something about my spiritual home, my port in the storm closing, felt like a profound loss, one worthy of grieving. And it was a feeling I never wanted to feel again. Fortunately, we were able to resume Mass online, but I think we all know it isn't the same as being here together, praying and celebrating in communion. The definition of stewardship is the job of supervising or taking care of something such as an organization or a property. My stewardship journey here at Assumption has taken many shapes. I've served on the Pastoral Council twice. I was Heather's producer for the Christmas pageant for 7 years, and I was a lector for many years as well. I finally learned how to use Pushpay, so my offerings are no longer subject to my remembering to grab that envelope. My desire to take care of Assumption, to steward it, runs deep because it is my spiritual home. It is my port in the storm, and I want it to be here for many years for all of us. I hope you'll prayerfully consider what Assumption means to you and how you can take care of it so that our warm and vibrant community continues to thrive and grow well into the future. Thank you for your time.